So after having the discussion of nouns, welcome to other sessions, and this session is all about pronouns. So a pronoun, we have firstly discussed about noun. Then we said noun is all about names. Names of people, things, animals, places, and so forth. So now let us check about other word class or kind, that is a pronoun. So a pronoun is a word that takes the place of a noun, and normally a common noun or a proper noun. And these words are into different kinds, that is to say, there are different kinds of pronouns, including personal pronouns. And here, these are words like I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So these words are called personal pronouns. They take place of nouns, and they are used as the subject of the verb in a given sentence. For example, my name is David. I am the youngest in the family. So I, this bro, bolded is pronoun I. This is my father. He is a teacher. So he is pronoun. This is my mother. She is a lawyer. I have a brother and two sisters. So this I. They are Peter, Sharon, and Jane. I have a dog. It is called Luck. Luck, you are a good dog. Good morning, children. You may sit down now. So you may sit down now. So this word you is pronoun, and it is a person pronoun. Since it is replaced, or it is replacement of children. My family and I live in a big city. We have an apartment. So all these which I have discussed are pronoun. The subject of a sentence is the person, animal, place, or thing that does the action shown by the verb. So the words me, you, him, her, it, us, and them are also personal pronouns. They also take place of nouns. These pronouns are used as the object of a verb in a given sentence. For example, I am standing on my head. Look at me. So this me is objective case of pronoun I. So all these are pronouns, but this is subjective pronoun and this is objective pronoun. My mother is kind. Everybody likes her. So even this mother, my, her. So her is a pronoun of she in objective. Lisa, I told you to tilt your bed. So this you is also a pronoun. Sharon and Jane, Daddy is waiting for you. Luck and I are playing in the park. Daddy is watching us. So this us is pronoun in objective. You must not play with the knife. Give it to me. So this it and me are pronoun in objective. Pick up your toys and put them away. So this them is pronoun in objective. Baby birds cannot fly. Mother bird has to feed them. So this them is pronoun in objective. Tom likes riding my bicycle. I sometimes lend it to him. So even him, them are also pronoun in objective. So the object of a sentence is the person, animal, place, or thing that receives the action shown by the verb. This is the object. And there are three groups of pronouns. That is the first person, second person, and the third persons. The Person speaking is called the first person. The person speaking is called the first person. The first person pronouns are I and me in the singular and we and us in the plural. The person spoken to is called the second person. The second person pronoun is you in both singular and the plural. The person or animal or thing spoken about is called the third person. The third person pronouns are he or him, she or her, and it in the singular and they or them in the plural. So the word I is always spelled with a capital letter. The pronoun he is used for men and boys, she for women and girls, and it for things and animals. Here is a table to help you. So you have first person singular, that is I, me, second person singular, you, and the third person singular, he, that it becomes this. So here it is the subject, all are their subject and these are their object. I, me, you, he, him, she, her, it. But these are singular. Then we have plural. So I, singular, plural, we. You, singular, plural, you. He, she, it, singular, plural, they. While these are subjective or in subject, and in object we becomes us, you, they, them. We have reflexive pronoun. The words myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves are called reflexive pronoun. They refer to the person or animal that is the subject of the verb. I made this cake myself. So a word myself that is in blue bolded is reflexive. Be careful with the knife. You will cut yourself. Michael is looking at himself in the mirror. Susan has hurt herself. Our cat washes itself after each meal. We organize the part all by ourselves. Come in, children, and find yourselves a seat. Birds are too young to look after themselves. So those are reflexive pronouns. And here is a table to remind you about the reflexive pronouns. In the first person, I and me, we use myself. Second person, you, yourself. Third person in singular, he, him, himself. She, her, herself. It, itself. While in the plural, we, us, ourselves. You, yourselves. They or them, themselves. They or them, themselves. And they or them, themselves. So this is the plural of he. The plural for he is they, plural for she, they, and the plural of it, they. That's why there is a repetition of themselves. We have other pronouns, interrogative pronouns. The words who, whom, whose, what, and which are called interrogative pronouns. These pronouns are used to ask questions, and they include WH words. Like who, for example, who is he talking to? Who are those people? Whom? Whom are you playing with? Whom is he talking to? So, and we use them as interrogative when they are used in initial sentence position, like how we see here. Which of these bags is yours? Which do you prefer? Whose is this umbrella? Whose are these gloves? So who, what is your dog's name? What are you talking about? What is the time? Who can be used as the object of a verb as well as a subject. Whom is used only as the object. For example, you can say, who are you playing with? Or whom are you playing with? Then we have demonstrative pronouns. The words these, that, those are called demonstrative pronouns. They are showing words or they are pointing words. For example, so here we have this and those. These and those. So we use these to point things in plural, nearby, while we use those to point things in plural, far distant or distant from where we stood. For example, these are sheep. So a boy here demonstrates these sheep. Demonstrate sheep, but he has used these because sheep are nearby him. While here he has used those simply because they are far distant from him. That's why here he says these are sheep, while here those are sheep. That is John's house, that is a mountain. These are horses. What are those? We can do better than that. No, that's not mine. You mean you won? That's amazing. Hello, who is that? Who is that? Who is that speaking? Please. Hello, is that you, George? And here, this is my house, this is a hill, these are donkeys. What is this? Did you drop this? Hi Jen, this is Michael. So these are demonstrators. And you use these and these when you point, these and these when you point to things near you. You use that and this when you point to things farther away. And demonstrative pronouns can be singular or plural, whereby this, that are singular, while these, those are plural. So here we have an exercise. Draw a line to join each of the subject pronouns to the object pronoun that mates. He, it, I, he, it, she, they, you, we. Us, her, you, them, me, him, it. Exercise 2. Fill in the blanks with the correct pronouns. Peter and I are brothers. Dash share a bedroom together. Sue isn't well. Daddy is talking dash to and other sentences. My mother is a teacher. Dash teaches English. So you have to fill the blanks with the correct pronouns. All his students like dash very much. Children dash are making too much noise. Who are those people? Where are dash from? Mommy is a doctor. Works in a hospital. The sky is getting dark. Dash is going to rain. John, we are all waiting for dash. Are you coming with dash? May dash borrow your pen? Yes, of course. When can you return dash to dash? What are dash reading, Jen? So this task shows the usage of pronoun. Other exercise, fill in the blanks with the correct reflexive pronouns from the box. Yourselves, themselves, itself, myself, himself, yourself, ourselves, herself. Sentence 1. No one can help us. We have to help dash. Jane always makes the bed by dash. They painted the wall all by dash. I had dash in the playground yesterday. John, you must behave dash before your friends. Children, you must do the homework dash. Tom, defend the dash against the balls. The dog is scratching dash. This is exercise 3. The other exercise, that is exercise 4, is Write the correct interrogative pronouns in the blanks to complete the sentences. Dash is the matter with you. Dash invented the computer. Dash of the twins is older. Dash do you wish to speak to? Dash is this car in front of our house. Dash knows the answer. Dash came first, the chicken or the eggs. Dash would you like to drink? Dash of them do you think will win the race? Dash is the word for a stamp collection. So these are our tasks or exercise that we are supposed to do. Other word category is adjectives. So an adjective is a describing word. It tells you more about a noun. An adjective usually appears before the noun it describes. Sometimes, though, the adjective appears after the noun later in the sentence. Let us observe the example. So adjectives are describing words or are words which describe a noun. A noun. For example, a smart dog. So this is a dog. So we can see there is an adjective, a word smart, that is bolded before a noun dog. An old building. So here we have old before building. A tall basketball player. So we have an adjective tall before a noun basketball player. A bus street, more examples. A dark corner, deeper sea, large bed. It is wind. John's handwriting is very neat. The sea is rough. So you can see in this sentence up to above, we have pronoun before, we have adjective before noun. But from this sentence, John's handwriting is very neat. You can see adjective is at the final sentence position, that is to say after noun. The sea is rough. Even here we can see there is noun then adjective. All the players are very tall. The baby's hands are very small. Sue's drawing is beautiful. That problem is too difficult. Peter is very quiet today. So other example is a low fence. So we have this fence, but this fence is low. So adjective describes how the fence is. That's why we say a low fence. So we have underline the adjectives in the following sentences. There is an empty room upstairs. It's a hot summer. You are so kind. Don't be crazy. This park is clean and green. Many people exercise to keep healthy. I think these eggs are rotten. We are all bored. There isn't anything to do. The pupils don't find the joke amazing. James was absent because he was ill. So you have to underline the adjectives, the following sentences. Exercise 2, fill in the blanks with suitable adjectives from the box. Hot, high, large, sweet, short, poor, free, playful. The ice cream is very dash. It's very dash in summer. The company is giving away dash. They live in a dash house. Jane is wearing a dash skirt. Climbers are climbing up a dash mountain. These pupils are very dash. Mommy dash people have no home. So let us see now adjective endings. Adjectives have different endings. Some adjectives end in full or less. For instance, homeless people. So you can see this adjective is end with less. Joyful pupils. So you can see here there is full ending. A beautiful dress, full. A careless driver, less. A faithful dog, full. Homeless insect, less. Useful tool, full. And an adjective that ends in less is the opposite of the same adjective that ends in full. For example, careful, careless. Careful, colorful, colorful, colorless. Useful, useless. Harmful, harmless. That's say full and less are opposite. The full ending means having a lot of something. For example, painful, having a lot of pain. Hopeful, having a lot of hope. The less ending means without. For example, leaveless, without leaves. Sleeveless, without sleeves. And there are some cases by which we have some adjective end with y, like deed, street, a noisy room, an oily pot, a sleep, passenger, a Sunday, a storm sea, a mud path, while the other adjectives ends in ive or eve, as an expensive necklace, an active child, an attractive hot, a creative toy, talkative pupils. But some adjectives end in ing, like a caringness, an interesting book, loving parents, matching clothes, a smiling face, a cunning fox, as well as dancing sunshine. But some adjectives end with ly, a costly diamond ring, an old elderly woman, little kittens, a lonely boy, a lovely girl, a weekly magazine, a daily newspaper, a friendly police officer. But many, these are about adjectives. And the many adverbs are also end in ly. So we have to be careful here, since we have not to confuse or to interact in between. Here are some adjectives with the ending able, as well as alen, able, ish, and oas. For example, broken chair, so you can see there is en. Famous pop singer. Childish behavior, a comfortable chair, a national custom, musical instruments, dangerous place, foolish act, horrible smell, lovable koala, musical instruments, terrible mess, woolen sweater, as well as wooden table. And here we have an example of a poisonous snake. So this snake has a poison. A famous pop singer. So this is a singer, a broken chair, and you can see some parts are out of it. We have one exercise. Add the correct ending to these words into adjective. Peace, storm, mud, forget, stop, spot, play, dust, nation, music, date. Add the correct ending to these words into adjective. Wind, gold, so we have en, ish, y, house, ing, ly to those words. So these are tasks based in adjectives. So we have learned that adjectives are in different forms. We have those adjectives with their endings, like those end with en, those ending with ish, those endings with y, those endings with oas, ing, as well as ly. Again, we have observed that adjective, we may form adjective from such word classes. For example, we have this word play, but this play can be added those attachments then we get adjective. That is to say, we change a class, a such word class, from being verb into adjective. Nation, music, date, peace, storm, mud, forget, sport. So we have to consider this also once we are studying about the adjective. Again, we have to know that adjectives are also ending into different forms: able, al, and, able, ish, and ours. But here there is a special case whereby some adjectives end with ly. Again, we have other adverbs with the same ending, that is ly. So we have to be carefully in differentiating them from adverb. But we have to know some adjective with the ing, and here we have to differentiate them from verb. Since some people can say loving, a word loving is a verb, but once this word is appended with noun, then it changes from verb to adjective. That's why we say loving parents. So this loving describes how these parents are. They are two lovers. That's why we say a loving parent. Interesting book. Caringness. A cunning fox. Also, we have to know that the other adjectives end with I, they, as an active child, an attractive heart, a creative toy, talkative pupils, an expensive necklace. Again, we have to know some adjective ends with y, as a dead street, a noisy room, an oil pot, a sleep passenger, a sun day, a mud path, a storm sea. Also, those ends with full. The full ending means having a lot of something. For example, painful, hopeful, But we have to know that there are difference between full and less. And they normally, we have said, they normally go vice versa. Careful, careless. So this is full cared, but this is not cared. Colorful, colorless. That's say it has no color. That's why you say colorless. For example, a water is colorless. They don't have a color. Useful, useless. They don't have it is useful, but it is useless. No use. Harmful, harmless. So here there is no harm in that thing. Once you say harmless. So all these are different forms of adjectives, and the exercises that we have been sort out. So I have to conduct them so that we are going together in this session. So then after, we proceed with the kinds of adjectives. Kinds of adjectives, or types of adjectives. So there are different kinds of adjectives. Some adjectives describe the qualities of nouns, that is say, adjective of quality. For example, a cold drink. So it shows the quality of that drink. It is a cold. A hot bun.